What's up YouTube, this is Shuttle Boy, the best golf playing YouTuber ever, and I'm back with yet another video. You guys got me to 15,000 subscribers, and I am so thankful for that. Thank you so much. I promised I'd give you a Q&A video. You guys commented your questions on that one video, and I'm gonna get to them. It might take more than one video to do so. You might have to stay tuned for a couple more videos to get your question answered. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. At 2,000, I'll probably do a sneaker collection or a golf wang collection video. So if you want that to happen, you gotta keep this going for me. So yeah, let's get into these questions, guys. First question being, do top 10 golf wang tees. You know and I know that I made that video. You commented on that thing. I just wanted to shout you out. Thank you. Do you like any other clothing brands other than golf, and what do you like? Yeah, I like a bunch, honestly. It's not just golf. Golf is my favorite, but I like Illegal Civ. I like stuff like Supreme and Palace. I just don't really wear it that often or buy it that often just because it's overpriced and overhyped at times. I wear like vintage stuff too sometimes. What are your future plans with your brand? Just making more stuff, honestly, and just keep coming out with cool stuff, and then hopefully it gets bigger. I don't know, yeah, just keep making it bigger and bigger, better and better. Alright, this person asked a bunch of questions. Am I single? I'm not actually. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for like 14 months now. I don't really show her that often in videos. I've only shown her, I think, in one video, and you guys, I promise you haven't probably not seen it. She wasn't seen very much in it at all. You'll probably see her eventually again though in a video eventually. She probably doesn't believe that even either. More in the summertime you might see her. I'm trying to see if I can maybe do vlogs, then we'll see. What is my favorite shoe? Probably the Vans Old School or Old School Pro. I really like that model in general. I have a bunch of them. What's my favorite song out of all Tyler the Creator's songs? Probably Rusty or 7. How old am I? 19. What is my favorite basketball team? The Cavs and then the Bulls. My family's all from like Ohio, so I like a lot of Ohio teams, and then I live in Illinois, so I like some Illinois teams, not all. What made me start YouTube? Actually, what's weird about that is that I used to watch a bunch of sneaker YouTubers. I really liked sneaker YouTube and watching that. And then eventually I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I should do that. That looks so much fun. Like, I should do that. So I did it. And then, I don't know, it didn't really work out that well, honestly. But then eventually, like, I started doing a little bit of clothing videos, and then people were actually liking them. And then I did some golf wang ones, like my first couple golf wang ones. And people really, like, I got more views on those than anything else that I did. And I was like, I just started, like, I noticed every time I did a golf wang one, I'd get a bunch of views. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to that. I really like it anyway, so I might as well do it. And yeah, that's how this started. Do I play Fortnite? No. What kind of video games do I like? Like Nintendo ones. Do I like Odd Future? Yeah. I don't really pay attention to most of their music except for like Earl and Tyler though anymore. What's my favorite color and number? Orange and 5. Do I like dank memes? I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. If I reach 100k subs, will I start earning money? Highly, highly doubt I ever reach that much, but that would be sweet. But I've actually already made money before. I don't think I'm allowed to really talk about that really at all on YouTube. I think that's, like, I'm not allowed to do that. Actually made a little bit of money. It's nothing to brag about at all, but I made a little bit actually. Next question is, what's my November? That's some deep stuff, man. I don't have anything that stands out too much. I guess I'd have to say going to a Drake concert was probably, it was my first time hanging out with my girlfriend, and yeah, I really liked Drake in general. He was my favorite rapper, favorite musician in general, and it was super cool. He puts on an amazing show, and I had super close seats, like on the floor and everything, and it was on the floor of the United Center where the Bulls play, which was crazy as is, thinking that even if Drake didn't show up, I'm standing on the floor of the United Center like Jordan played. And yeah, it was just a really special time. I'm sure there's something will top that this summer. I feel like this year is gonna be a good year for me. What are my plans for the future? I do want a family. I don't really want it now. I'd be okay with getting married early in my life, but I don't want to have kids till like I'm like mid-30s or something. Like I want to be able to like go on vacations and stuff, like just with me, and like if I have a wife or something like that. And what career I want to pursue? I want to design shoes for some company. I want to be able to call a shoe mine, basically. And you said thank you for putting socks in your package. No problem. And the note, no problem, man. Shout out to Max Edge. He makes some golf swing videos sometimes too. Yeah, he talks to me and supports me a lot, and I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, that's why I wrote the note, just because anyone that reaches out to me, I love to just do as much as I can to appreciate them. Next question from Rylan. You also support me quite a bit, so shout out to you, and you do videos also, and I really liked that video you did that you showed me. I appreciated that. That was really cool to think that I impacted you enough. How did you start your brand? How do you? You just basically, I think if I'm giving you advice, you have to just have a social media presence. I think that's the biggest thing nowadays, is just having a social media presence on some platform. Instagram's probably the one that you have to do it on. That's how I do it. But yeah, honestly, it was just one, I always was like, for like a couple months leading up to making the brand, I used to always think like, oh, that'd be cool to make clothes. I'm like, I really want to design like clothes, just like make something for myself. And I was like, you know what, why don't I just do it? Like, there's no reason to not do it now. It's always good to start early. So yeah, I just kind of started it, and then yeah, I mean, I started an Instagram for it then immediately. I started a website for it, and yeah, I knew it was all going to be really confusing and hard at first. But yeah, as long as you put the time, the effort in, the research, you'll eventually find answers to things like that to do that thing. And yeah, I was able to do that. Next question is, how did you come up with your brand Shuttle Boy, and also will you do a golf giveaway? By the way, I love your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. And how did I come up with my brand first off? Well, basically I was really into badminton, and I used to think, oh, it'd be so cool to make like badminton clothes. So I was like thinking of ideas for that, and actually a birdie, the other name for it is a shuttlecock, so I shortened the word to shuttle, and that's how that started. And then I was like, shuttle has many meanings, so I switched it to a rocket, and that's how it started, honestly. And then I was like trying to think of a cool name other than just Shuttle, and I thought of Shuttle Boy instead of something weird. So, well, that is weird though. And golf giveaway, I've actually done one before. I have done a giveaway like that before. I've also done my own clothes giveaway. Probably not anytime soon, but maybe at like 2000 or something. No promise on that, but maybe. I need like a reason to do one other than just be like, oh, I'm doing one, you know. Next question is, what music or other artists do you listen to besides Tyler? I listen to a bunch, man, like a lot. So, I mean, Tyler, obviously, Earl, some Odd Future, Frank, stuff like that. If you want other rappers, Drake, Pharrell, Kanye. I listen to newer stuff, like, but not that much really. I don't really keep up with what's the hot music really anymore. I used to do a bunch, but I kind of stopped doing that. I listen to a bunch of older stuff lately. I've been listening to a lot of like clips with Pusha and Malice. I've been into like Prodigy and Mobb Deep lately. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I really like all kinds of music, honestly. I'll even listen to rock. Aerosmith is my favorite for rock. Thin Lizzy, Van Halen, all that stuff. I like that. Yeah, I even listen to like Lionel Hampton, which is like a xylophone player. I love that too. I just like a lot of music that has like instruments to it. I don't like computer-based sounds really as much. Other than Tyler, who's my favorite artist? I guess I'd have to say Drake, then it'd probably be like Kanye, and then Pharrell. Drake was like what first got me into music back in like 6th grade or something. I didn't really care about music that much at all till him. So I always have to put him up there. How do you make it so even the tags in your tees are branded and marked with the appropriate size? It's just, you design your tag on like Photoshop or Illustrator designs. I have to design my tag, and then I have to design a tag for each size, and I send them a file of every single size and the design, and then I tell them what kind of tag I need in there. Some companies can't make every kind of tag though, so you might have to find one specifically that can do that. When am I going to drop more than one item for a shuttle drop? I'd like to think it'd happen, but I can't guarantee it. The brand has to get bigger, more people have to buy, etc., etc. Just because it's already like, the reason I make so little is because I can't afford to put that much money in and then not get that much money back. Something I like to make, obviously shoes, that'd be sweet. That's really hard to do. Button-ups would be cool, like you said, that would be really sweet. I actually really wanted to make one that's like the golf, like the rayon ones. I like that material a lot. I thought that was sweet. But I kind of want to stick to my brand being like a unisex brand, and I don't think girls would really wear that much. I really want to make sure that everyone likes everything and can wear everything. Why do I label myself as the best golf weighing YouTuber ever? Because I am. Next question is, just kidding. I do that just because it's like a quick, interesting thing to say at the beginning of a video, so then if someone that just came into a video and never seen any of my videos before, like, wow, this guy said he's the best one, I want to see why he says such a thing, and they go and check more videos and see, wow, he does a lot of golf weighing stuff. Plus, honestly, there's not many golf weighing YouTubers at all. There really isn't any, honestly. There's not really any that do just golf weighing and stuff like that, like, does it to a great extent. Other than me, I'm the only person that really does constantly videos of pickups, reviews, golf weighing news, concerts, music, my thoughts on a new shoe, like all that stuff. So I feel like I have the most variety that all covers golf weighing stuff. Do I think KD has surpassed LeBron as the best player in the NBA right now? No. I think LeBron, I do think it's close, I'll admit that. But I think LeBron's just an all-around better player in general. I do think eventually, though, KD would pass him. So that's going to do it for this first part of the Q&A. I only got to 15 comments, so that's pretty crazy that that took that long. Thank you so much for all the questions. If you have more questions, you can comment them below, and maybe I'll get to those as well. But my first priority is getting to the ones on that video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it as well, guys. I'll get to those next questions hopefully very soon. And this is Shuttle Boy, the best golf weighing YouTuber. I'm out, guys.